Hey there, Kim Kasparian, Success Genie. Today is day 3 of creating your own cash flow roadmap for 2022. Yesterday, we talked about why you need not just a business plan, and setting goals for your business. You need a life plan, because that's one of the reasons why your business isn't growing beyond yourself and why you don't have the sustainable cash flow machine you always wanted to, because if you're only focused about your business, you're missing 8 other quadrants of your life. And the whole reason why you started your business is to have a life. So if this is the first time you're meeting me, I'm Kim Kasparian, creator of Success Genie LLC, which is a growth coaching company. And I happen to have my own special skills. Besides being a business coach for 22 years, I consider myself a business ninja, definitely a spiritual warrior, which means I speak to your spirit. Because you started a business, not just because you wanted money and pay the mortgage. You had a dream in your heart and a vision in your head of how you wanted to experience this life and what you wanted to get done before it was time to go home. And if you're watching this series, you're brilliant, you got a good thing going on, you've got clients, you've got money, but you are feeling stuck, and even worse, trapped on a money time plateau. You want to grow, but you don't have time. You have time, you don't have the budget, you don't know who you can trust. Oh, it's just easier to do it myself. If you can relate to anything I just said, tune in. I am doing this 9-day series on this page, which is my business page. I'm inviting you in to our free business Facebook, Business Owners Growing to 7 Figures, to have personal access to me to help you take the steps that I'm sharing in each of these videos. They're only about 15 minutes each. And showing you the exact steps that I walk our clients through in our coaching program called Accelerate, which is all designed to get you to 6 figures and to the next 6 figures really fast. Usually, if you have everything in place, you can start creating 6 figures in literally 3 months. If you're new to all this, almost every client that we've taken through the program for a 12-month period of time has graduated with 6 figures and beyond. And if you're already at 6 figures and you've got a lot of the pieces put together, it's not that hard to leap into 7. However, we do things a little differently here at Genieland. We don't use our muscles and we don't hustle. We dream, we decide, we fill up on fun, and then we get it done. And I like to teach clients, and right now I'm treating you like one of our VIPs, to see your success in advance, try it on, see how it feels, because sometimes what you're asking for isn't really what you need. And you don't know that until you try it on first. It's kind of like going into a clothing store and falling in love with an outfit until you try it on and you're like, it doesn't look the way I thought it would. And it's that thing that you wouldn't even let the salesperson show you that is actually perfect for you. So allow me to be the maitre d', right? And invite you to take a look around and try some things on. And even if you didn't think it was you, I'm not going to charge it. Go into the dressing room, try it on. Kind of like, I like to consider myself the kind of genie like Robin Williams from Aladdin, right? You ain't never had a coach like me. We can try a little column A, column B, and if we need C, we'll get it done. So today's topic is speaking to the heart of why you don't have the cash flow to grow. Why you're stuck on that plateau, why you can't see a way off. And it's not your fault. Let me say that again. It's not your fault. You thought you were creating a business, you built a job, there's no one to take your place. The solution is really easy. We need to stabilize what you're doing right, streamline things to make your life easier and make you more money. And then when and if you're ready, we can help you scale. Where you need to start is from yesterday's video. Don't just think about your business, go bigger. Think about the lifestyle you really want to be living. And a lot of us are not living the lifestyle we want, not because we can't, because we're too busy sucking up the circumstances we got. Circumstances are not meant to be sucked up. Our current circumstances are really stepping stones to our success. We just don't recognize them as that. So that's a mindset component that we teach you in Accelerate. There's really 4 things that you need to master to grow your business beyond yourself: mindset, marketing, management, money. I'm embedding all of those 4 in these videos with you. But what you really notice and what's really irking you and like icking on your wow is your money situation. You make good money, but you still feel trapped. You have clients, but you still feel trapped because you feel like you're a slave rather than a steward of a business that is meant to be supporting you. So let's get on that. Today, we're talking about the second mistake that brilliant entrepreneurs and business owners make, like yourself. And let's just be clear. If you can't walk away from your business and have it run without you, you're an entrepreneur, you're not a business owner. Big difference. Okay, it can be fixed, and I'm teaching you how to fix it. Think about your lifestyle in which your business fits into it. We're trying to fit our lifestyle into our business, and it's not working. So I gave you tips yesterday, and watch the video, do what I asked you to do. Just so you know, the videos will be here for a while on Success Genie page. I move them into as well. I have another copy of them in Business Owners Growing to 7 Figures. And I have them there because you can interact with me there. I see them. I see your comments every day. I also will have them eventually on my YouTube channel, on our YouTube channel, Success Genie. So I am here for you. Lean in. Let's get this done because you can have your cash flow roadmap done by the end of next week. And if you're interested, come and be a member of Business Owners Growing to 7 Figures, because I'm going to be doing an in-depth training on Zoom for members, and I'm going to be looking at your stuff. So if you want to be with me and get my expert eyeballs on your plan, take the steps. You can do them at your own pace. So here's what I want you to do. One of the main reasons why you feel stuck and trapped on a plateau is because you don't know how and where your cash flows. You don't know how and where your cash flows. And again, it's not your fault. No one taught you. You were so busy trying to get clients and get money, you never thought about where it goes and where, more importantly, where do you want it to go? The biggest challenge I see that business owners make, and we all do it, is we poach the paycheck. We don't take a paycheck, we poach the paycheck, meaning we never put a line item for our paycheck. We just say, oh, we'll work for free until like the bill comes and like, oh my God, we've got to pay this. And of course the phone's ringing right now because I forgot to turn it off. That's okay. You deserve a paycheck. If you're working in your business, you deserve a paycheck. No more of this BS that I work for free because my business can't afford it. If you had an employee, and I apologize for the sound, you had an employee working for you for free and payday came and they didn't get a check, you would get arrested. Just saying. So what I need you to do this week is write down everything you need money for. Because this is another thing that we do. We never think of the business. We only think of ourselves. We'll say, I need to make 6 figures. And what we mean is our personal paycheck needs to be 6 figures. Well, guess what? You're not in business by yourself, even though you think you are. You have me, myself, and I, right? One team. Well, then you have your business. Your business has needs too. Overhead, training, education, marketing, advertising. There's people you have to pay to do things that you need to be done, like your accountant, maybe a VA in the beginning or somebody to help you like make things pretty. Business needs. And let us not forget the tax aunties and uncles. Depending on what country you're in, you have an Uncle Sam or the Queen or the Prime Minister. So that check, that check that you're like poaching really belongs to 3 people and you don't even know it. So even if you're making bank, you're feeling a little suckered at the end when you're like, where's my money? Because you were only planning on you and you have 2 other people cutting into your pie. No wonder you're frustrated. It's not your fault. You just didn't know how to grow and let your cash flow. We're going to fix that today. You're going to write down everything that you pay for in categories: rent, food, utilities, whether you have a private, and you might have a separate space for your business, or you might work from home, it's fine. You decide if you want to consider roof over your head, utilities, business or personal. I know in the US, when you work self-employed, they do things on the tax wide, but I want you to do all your personal expenses and business expenses, separate them out. Because a lot of people say my business isn't doing well, or I'm like stressed. No, your business is doing fine. You aren't managing it properly. It has enough money for it. It doesn't have enough money for you. Or you're doing it in reverse, like you're taking all the money and you're leaving nothing left for the business. That's stressful. Another thing you're not doing is thinking about your life. Why did I speak about have a life plan yesterday? Because you deserve to have fun. And your kids, if you have them, or your spouse has this thing called needs, right? You need to pay for not just roof, food and car. We need clothes, we need entertainment, we need stuff, we need things that make our life work. We need maintenance account for the car, we need savings, we need retirement, investment accounts. Like, really? Yes. Yes. I don't care if you have money to give it yet, but that has to be there. Grooming, your hair, your dentistry, your medical visits. And did I mention fun? I don't care if you're like sucking wind or you're flying high. You got to have a budget for fun. And only you know what that is. And I'm not talking about your dream budget yet. I'm talking about what it takes to run your household. And if you're being honest, what it takes to run your business. And I do mean a line item for that coach that you know you need to hire, but you've been putting it off because you don't think you have it, the time or the money. Or that assistant that you know you need 5-10 hours a week or 5 hours a month, but you're putting it off. Put it in there so we can see the number. More times than not, whatever you want to make, you times it by 3. That's your number. Because whatever is good for you is good for the business. Tax aunties and uncles don't really need that much, but it's nice to just have that extra cushion. So you can just take the number by 3, and that's your number. And if that number scares you, figure out like whatever you need for you. Whatever you need for you is usually maybe 35% of that number is for your business. 15 to 20% is your taxes. Got it? I'll say it again. Either take the amount you need for your household and times it by 3, and that's your revenue goal, or whatever you need. If you need 100 G's, your business probably needs 50. Taxes probably need 20. So 150, I'm keeping the number small just to show you. 150, 20, you need to create 170K every year just to stay status quo, not just 100. You want to add some zeros to that, you're welcome to do that. I'm just using it for illustration purposes. We use the same method for $1 million business as well. The difference between $1 million business and a 6-figure business is people, is departments. But there you go. Just creating this list, even if you don't know how you're going to fund it, sets your cash flow roadmap up. Now we have the roadmap. We know where your money needs to go and how it needs to flow. It becomes much easier to create it when you have a roadmap and you know there's a bucket called profit for you. You're a money maker. You make money. We started this conversation. You make money. You have clients. You're running out of time. Delivery takes all your time. Answering inquiries take all your time. You're making money, but where does it go? You don't know. Okay. So it's time to get on this train, the train of sustainability, the train of security, knowing that your business will be able to take care of you by just taking these baby steps. So today's action step, and if you go to business owners growing to 7 figures, I'm there to answer questions. I'm going to be doing trainings live on Mondays, okay, at 10:30. You can come join me. Create the beginning of your cash flow roadmap. We'll talk about filling it and funneling it next video. But hear my heart, no one ever plans to fail, ever. We just sometimes fail to plan. And I know you got busy, you don't have time. I get it. That's why we talk about mindset and accelerate a lot. What you think, you create. What you create gives you the results. If you don't like the results, you don't have an action problem, you have a thinking problem, mindset. But also, when you don't understand how money flows and grows, you can hustle all you want. All of your Benjamins are falling out of your pocket because you don't understand how money works. So I'm here to change that. Let me know what you got out of today's video. Take the action step. I'll be back tomorrow to help you take another step. And by the next week, right? Basically the first full week of the month, you will have this all figured out. And if you want to attend my free training to help you put it all together and take the next step, you know you're welcome. I'll be sending details out shortly. But this is designed to help you, with me or without me, help you create your roadmap to cash flow in 2022. Remember, success is your birthright, and I'll be back tomorrow.